go. Let's just do it. It's gonna take about 2 to 3 hours, so we should probably just like jump right into it. Where are we go? We're going to Poisson. Interesting. Why are we going to Poisson? That's very interesting. I know Arlecchino had like kind of a fondness for Poisson, right? Like because of the devastation. Because of the devastation. Let's just do it. Let's just jump right. We have music on. That's been a calamitous thing I've done in the past where I forgot to turn music on during the story quests.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
It's Linny. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Let's do it. I'm excited. I've been waiting long enough. Oh, good. We get to hear Paimon again. Chat, is the sound good for you guys? Let me know. Make sure the sound is like fairly decent. Oh my god, I've got like... I just woke up too, by the way, so I'm like... I literally woke up like 20 minutes ago, so please forgive me. I'm kind of a little loopy. Might be a little loopy.
To borrow one of the more popular
put my chair down
at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two
low for me.
Like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting
we can raise this up a bit. I think we can go max with that. That's fine. All right, we've got Linny here. We're in Poisson with Linny.
You can say that again. What brings you to
I assume
Poisson?
we're going to run into Navia at some point.
Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your
Chipkin, good to see you.
right?
Welcome. Glad you could make it. Make sure... Yeah, something's definitely going on with my stream. Like, I don't know what's going on. It still shows the countdown timer. I have no clue. I guess it's not updating when I have it minimized. That must be what it is. When it's minimized, it doesn't update.
Trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, okay. We're already getting into Father here. I'm so freaking pumped to find out what's going to happen in this story. Like, I'm super excited. I feel like with Arlecchino, we haven't really dived in too much to her backstory. Like, obviously, we know she replaced the previous Knave. We know she runs an adoption agency. We know she's in the Fatui. She's the 4th Harbinger. And we know she tried to assassinate Fiorina. We know that. But then when she kind of put together that she wasn't actually the Archon, she didn't go through with it. We know that the Tsaritsa's trying to get the Gnosis for some reason. We don't exactly understand why. Have I missed anything, chat? That's kind of like basically what we've known. I know she had that meeting with Fiorina, but I don't remember too many details from that. It kind of seemed like just like an intimidation tactic.
Along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
Good night, Chimkin. Glad you could at least stop by and say hi.
You're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Uh-oh, Lenny's got something on his mind.
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
She's already here. Chat, she's already here. She's here to step on me. That's the main objective.
You scared Paimon half to death.
We got to get stepped on at least once.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now.
I mean, we know she cares about Fontaine, right? Because she was, like, definitely invested in making sure the Primordial Sea didn't, like, wipe out everyone. So we know she's, like, at least invested to some degree.
I can also understand your confusion.
In Fontainian's
Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say...
It definitely feels like our relationship with her is confusing.
The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past.
both logistically and sexually?
As for the issue at hand,
No. Oh my
it
god,
hardly
I didn't say
relates
that.
to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
Bro, could you imagine looking into those eyes and just like
What
the
sort
X
of
is staring you dead in the
rumor?
face? Oh my god. The shivers.
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Ooh, phantom child. Interesting. What could that mean?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving
Huh.
Paimon the creeps.
Phantom child.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
Ooh. Is this one of the former children that she had to defeat in combat
So I
in
decided to
order
bring the
to
children to
work her way
Poisson
up?
before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should
I
be able
wonder-
to track down
I
the spirit
wonder-
fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble.
We
at
did
all.
have her friend in the little story beat. There was her friend, right? She had her friend, like her really
If you're
close friend.
curious, or if you still have some
that she had to
concerns,
kill.
it might be advisable to stick around for a few
So that
days.
could have something to
I'm
do
sure
with
the
it,
children
maybe?
would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors.
That's my,
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain.
Are we gonna
your
actually go to
guests.
the house of
I
the
have some
hearth? Because
matters
we
to
haven't been
attend to.
inside of it, right? Like, we don't even know. Honestly, Chad, I'm not even sure where it is.
Of course, Father.
I don't think in the story we've technically been. I mean, we've been to Lenny's house, to Lenny and Lynette's house, I think. Not inside of it, but we've been to it. Like, we know where they live. I don't think we've actually been to, like, the adoption agency, if you could call it that. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during the conversation with the Knave. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. Oh my god, she's so intimidating, so menacing. She also suggested that we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce
No, we
you
haven't
to my
been,
other
okay.
siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot
please
of
don't
people
spoil
have been
for me.
talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If
Well,
you're
we always
willing,
get talked
why
about.
don't you
Everywhere we
stay a while
go,
and have a
every
little
nation,
chat
we're
with us?
always the center of everything, every time.
All right.
That doesn't surprise
We don't
me
have
one bit.
anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of
No shot
course.
there.
During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every
Oh god,
day.
no fishing.
In fact,
Tra-
today is
trauma.
the perfect chance for me to
No,
show you what
no
I can do in
fishing.
the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Thinking about fishing in Genshin is just a traumatic experience. We don't need that. Ignis Purgatorius Chapter, Act 1. Be a house guest. Okay, so it's here. Has it always been here, or did it move here? I guess I didn't really pick up on that part.
Got her!
Has it always been here? Am I crazy? Did I just not pick up on that? Is that why she was so... It seemed like in the past when Poisson had that disaster effect, like she was actually
We rented
very
this house
kind of
from
shaken
one of
by
the
that.
locals to use as a temporary
Oh, okay,
base.
got it.
I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After
Got
that,
it, got
should
it,
be
got it,
all
got it,
ready
got
for
it.
you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks. So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies.
For some reason, Paimon's voice is not as irritating in ENVA in this story. I switched mine to Japanese. Is that true? Maybe she's trying something different. I'll have to pay attention to if Paimon is different.
With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization.
Her voice does seem
floating around
different.
Out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see
you're
the
right.
life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well,
It seems
you're
like
more
her
than
voice is
welcome to
less
come
sharp.
along. Just follow me.
Like, the pitch of it is different. It definitely, yeah, like, I can... Maybe the VA is trying something a little bit different, which would help alleviate some of the irritation. Oh, yeah, we should do this. Probably, I guess she moves pretty quickly. I always use Jan Yoon because she just moves so fast, but Arlecchino has her movement tricks, too.
Linny! We're finally here.
Chapeau.
I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
Okay.
The Traveler and Paimon!
We're celebrities, chat.
No way!
We're literal celebrities. We only help save the entire nation. It's not like we did anything, any like major thing. It was just kind of, you know, we just saved everybody. It's not a big deal,
One
you
at
know.
a
It
time,
ain't no
please.
thing.
Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Yeah, it's definitely, her
Of
voice is
course.
definitely different.
Father
I
and
like
Linny
that.
have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
Okay, let's not get that. Let's not get that crazy.
That she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days. Wait a second. That's
my
the rumor
God.
you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all.
Oh
wait.
no.
When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh,
yeah.
something like that.
Yes,
Besides,
sure.
we don't have anything
Thanks.
to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
Who's this girly?
Or
Who is this, like,
we
10-year-old
will
girl
teach
who
you
has
guys about
poisons?
stealth. He's super good at it.
What?
Never been caught.
Okay.
Ah, now
I guess
that's not a bad
I guess the
idea.
training is going
I
well.
usually prefer to fight head on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too
Glee
long ago.
2.0.
and I'm still
Yeah.
dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as
What
I
is
was
wrong
before,
with the kids in
but
this game? They're
I can
all
still give you
just
some pointers.
freaking. No wonder Teva has so many problems. All the children are freaking like little mini monsters.
Tactics. But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ! These kids are 10!
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host,
Little
it's the thought that
psychopaths.
counts.
We've got a
We
little
don't need a
Dexter in the
physical bit to make our
making.
guests
Jesus
happy.
Christ.
In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly
Jesus
gotten across.
Christ.
Really? Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with.
Little
If there's anything you need,
sociopaths.
Let us know. Yeah,
Oh my
especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
It's so
Alright,
funny
see
because
you
they
later.
seem so well adjusted too. I mean, they're still like talking like normal. You think kids that were into that kind of stuff would be kind of quiet and like keep to themselves. They'd be, but these kids are like, they seem like well-adjusted children. They're not like.
Listen, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Excuse me? What? Jesus Christ! Chad, that ain't right. That ain't right.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Jesus, strangling pets though, that's a little much. I don't know. That's a little much to me. I mean, I don't know. Poyo is going really dark with that one. Strangling pets?
Filial,
yikes.
Supplies are here.
Thanks. And
I need a dog sitter. We know who not to ask. Oh my god, if I'm not looking for a dog
This
sitter.
is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar
Okay.
with Fontaine by now then.
Was that
Have you seen
sarcasm,
the new
Chad?
opera that
I was like,
started running recently?
oh,
I
good for
think it's
you.
called The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
The
It
4,000
seems
Thieves.
like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
We're going to Broadway. Broadway.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Bro
is
needs
it just
to change it
or do
up.
these two seem much
The hair needs to
easier
change for
to get along
sure.
with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oh! Oops.
It's probably
I'm
more
guessing
like
you're referring to
as
Fultz
adults
and
they
the
kind of
others.
censor themselves a little bit much.
Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the
Oh, is there
That's enough, Filial.
is there a little bit of
Don't talk about
counter
family members
insurgents
behind their
things
back,
going on?
Right. Whatever. Let's go.
Interesting.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
They're not all getting along. There's I wouldn't want that kid on my
Well,
bad side
that's it
though.
for the
That's for
supplies.
sure. Hide your
We should
pets.
probably head back as well.
Oh, I wouldn't want to talk about that kid behind their back.
Well, they
Oh
didn't
no,
seem
no,
too
no,
happy
no,
with each
no.
other. Seems like there could be something more going on.
Oh no, let's just
Right.
not.
We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
All right, what next? The child who doesn't exist. Okay, so that's the ghost child. Let's hit V here. Where are we off to next? Yeah, there's nothing funner
what
than
do you think of
diving
the
into a
members you've met
cutscene
so
like
far?
that. It's so great. Arlecchino drowning.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then
She's gonna
let's
wake
head
up with
out.
her dog's head in the bed with her.
Fremine, what are you doing here?
Hey, Fremine.
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
You too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were
See,
just going to
Fremine
get some
acts
food.
like I would expect
Why
those
don't you
kids to
come
act,
along?
you know? Kind
I
of
could
like
use some help in the kitchen.
very
and I seem to
shy,
remember you
reserved,
mentioning
like
you wanted
kind
to
of
make seafood soup
awkward a
for
little
the
bit.
Traveler and Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
So
Yeah,
Fremine's
got
up
some
to
left
something
over.
for
do you
sure
need?
here.
Some food and water,
Because
And
we know
some
from the
clean
trailer,
cloth.
like,
if possible.
something with Fremine was off for sure.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water.
Yeah, he's gonna notice
Wait
something.
A minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as
Fremine
far
is
as I'm
up
aware,
to
and
something.
you're just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd
Oh.
grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And
Fremine, you
Fremine,
remember what I told
you're
you?
in trouble.
You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me
Oh,
what's
yikes.
going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Chat. It's not that he was lying, it's that his lying skills weren't good enough. That's the takeaway from that moment, right? It's like, it's like, it's not that you were lying, it's that your lying skills aren't good enough yet. We're trying to make them better, but you're not quite there yet.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
yes. Just follow me.
Oh, chat, now we're really cooking. You thought we were going to cook a meal? No. We are cooking in the story.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends
Oh,
with you
no.
this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And
We have
you
another
are?
little psychopath.
Hi, Linny. Also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
Chat, I've got the creeps.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, this kid is... There's something going on
Does
here.
that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in.
Chat, she doesn't... Okay,
must
she
be the
blinked. I was like
family
gonna say...
child Father's been searching for.
Oh,
From the
okay.
looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
She seems creepy,
For how
chat.
long?
Something's off
About
about this kid,
half
for
a month
sure.
now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
Let me
Father
actually
finds out
chat.
about
I'm
this,
gonna
and
get rid of
everyone involved
these.
is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine.
I'm gonna raise
I know
myself
you
up
do.
and put the
Father
chat
doesn't
above
tolerate
the
any
text.
form of betrayal.
But
So
two
why
in the
are
way.
you doing this?
I guess we have
thought it
sound too,
through.
but...
And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect.
We can make chat smaller a
And
little
not
bit.
a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So
Interesting.
what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility.
Weird.
If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan, then?
Weird.
You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Oh boy. I think Lenny's upset. I think he's just a little bit upset.
Those two.
Don't leave her with us! Don't leave her with us, please!
Oh, they got a funny way of doing it.
No, don't
When
leave us
Grandma
alone
was
with
floating,
her!
It sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Darkness
minute.
in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Lenny.
Excuse me?
I really
Oh my
didn't mean
god.
to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew
my
up
God.
together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on,
Aw.
when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Lenny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No
Damn,
one
Lenny's
can
really
replace
spilling
you.
his heart here.
So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Lenny and Fremini.
Lenny is
Maybe we should go check on them.
telling it like it is, chat. I don't think we've ever experienced
I should put my clothes
anything that, like, intimate between the three siblings. Like, that kind of felt like a really, really, like, deep conversation that we haven't really
Hope we aren't
experienced
interrupting
between them
anything.
before.
Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for asking.
Well,
Yeah.
we're all friends here, right? We've been
Definitely
through
struck
so
a
much
chord, that's
together,
for sure.
So if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, adopted
just a
sibling,
small
not
family
not a
dispute.
normal sibling. That's
It's
what I
not
meant.
something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
I think it'll be better if we
I-
stick around.
Just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Wow,
too.
that's a pretty big statement.
Well, back to the matter
That
at
is a
hand.
pretty big statement. I think it's
If you
gonna
don't
come in
plan on
handy.
handing Clairvy over to
I think
Father,
it's gonna come
then
in
our
handy,
only other
chat.
option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down.
Okay.
That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
But by yourself, not with Lenny's
And?
help.
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared.
There's like ghost rules,
She
right?
even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is,
She's tethered.
she follows.
Yeah, she's tethered.
I don't know much about spirits.
Chat, don't
Do
you
you
guys
two
know
have any
ghost
ideas?
rules? They're usually tethered to something.
Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here.
That's the other
and return
rule,
to the
right?
ley lines.
Haven't you watched
Oh, it's
Ghostbusters,
sad.
chat?
Paimon doesn't really remember which
Haven't you watched
that, so-
Ghostbusters? That you would
so
know that.
it's not
If you
guaranteed
watched
to work or
Ghostbusters, you would know this.
sounds
it would
like
be
it's worth a
it would be
shot.
obvious.
Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing.
I don't think Tavot has
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, chat.
Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I swear.
Wait, who dat? Lynette is there too. Who dat? That's funny. Yeah, you were gonna include Lynette on all of this? Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Was he gonna keep this from Lynette too? Oh, she's not amused. She ain't
When
amused.
exactly did you get here?
Look at that on the side eye. Oh, she's pressed, chat. She's pressed.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine.
I think she figured it out.
You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Oh my god, she's so pressed right now. She's so
I've
pressed.
seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
There we go. Well, I guess we have no choice, right?
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father.
Oh,
Simple as
you conniving.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
That's great.
Well, I guess we're all in this together.
She's got him by the balls.
After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
All right, chat, what's next? Ask about Clairvy's origins. We got to figure out what she's got cooking so we can send her back to the spirit realm.
Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
But ghosts don't eat.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all.
Yeah, they clearly
Still,
haven't watched
when she's
Ghostbusters. It's
presented
pretty
food,
obvious. Yeah,
always
they would
linger
know all
around
of
it
this.
for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
I was going to say, have you tried just telling her?
If you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
I mean, she seems nice enough, but
Hello.
I'm going to guess there's something
Clairvy,
dark
how did you
lurking
join the
underneath the
House of the Hearth?
surface.
Huh? isn't it the same for everybody? The Knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
Interesting.
In this house, some people are family, and other people are just
That's
test
definitely
subjects.
ominous.
Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster.
Ooh.
Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Oh my god.
Wait, does that mean the
That's
Knave...
dark. That's dark.
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it
Seems
like she's telling the
sussy.
truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Ryo Thesley naked in my bed. What? No, not that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
That was no. That's not her wish, chat. That's not her wish. That's too. That's not her wish. No.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
No one can get out alive. What does she mean by that? Things can't be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremen, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to do
try
one
my
of those
best.
bubble things where we like connect all the dots and do that bubble stuff. I hope we don't have to do the bubble
I
stuff.
really appreciate your willingness to
Oh
help,
no.
but this is a
It's coming,
family matter.
Chad, I can tell.
I don't want to drag you in too deep.
Oh,
It's
please
too
don't make me
risky.
do the bubble stuff.
Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while.
Oh,
You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Oh, chat, you guys are wild.
I'll give you
I
a
don't know what you
magic bird.
thought you heard,
If
but
Father
it wasn't
suspects
that.
something, all you
Wasn't
need to
that,
do is
chat.
release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong.
Ooh, what is this
Of
bird?
course,
It's cute.
that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Man, this is crazy. They're like scheming so readily. It's like kind of crazy. It's probably very easy for them to do that because of their nature growing up and how they were raised. But Jesus, they're just like,
You too.
like a glove. They
Okay,
just fell into
this
like
is where
this
we
scheming mode.
Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
I finally 100% Dragon Spine. Hope you are proud of me, Dad. Yes, good job, Arm. I'm very proud of you. That's awesome. That's one of the hardest areas to do. It's so annoying with the mountain and everything. Like, especially exploring inside of the mountain part. That part's a headache. But I think the map makes it a lot easier now, right? I don't know. I never checked Dragonspine. Does Dragonspine have the Does Dragonspine do, not to get too distracted, but does Dragonspine do the underground maps now? They don't. Oh, why didn't they do that? You'd think they would have the waypoints would be like that, but they're not. I guess they didn't go back and do other areas. All right, let's go, chat. What's going on? So, are we meeting Father on the beach? Is that what is happening here? Go to the seaside and look for Knave. Okay. I guess we're trying to keep her distracted. Is that the plan?
Take it easy.
Is that Child? Why is Child in everything? Child, go away! Child, go away! Oh, why do you have to be in every single story? Really? Oh, God, I hate Child so much. Every single freaking story, he has to be there. Every single goddamn time. Oh, Christ almighty.
And Child! Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized
every
I was
single
being taken back to
goddamn time.
Snezhnaya. And well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
I'm trying to remember if we've seen him since he got yeeted by Skirk in the.
Skirk, my master.
Yeah.
I really wanted
gonna
to meet
say,
up
like,
with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads,
I don't think we saw him after he got yeeted, right?
She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Mm-hmm.
But that problem has an easy fix.
No, we didn't.
I just need to become stronger, and then...
Why is he coughing?
I think she should focus on getting
Something's
better.
going on there, chat. I don't think it's COVID.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that
Something
one
tells
kid
me
from the
it's
House
not
of the Hearth.
COVID.
Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you.
Wait, was that the
Pain
kid?
and chills all over.
Yeah.
But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Okay. Yeah, that was
And
the
that's good, because it
psychopath we
looks
met
like
earlier.
I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure.
Regrator? Who's that?
Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
Chat, should I know who
Helping
Regrator
Lily
is?
and the others brush up on their fighting
Regrator.
skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a
Oh, I think
sweet
we're gonna get
little
to see that
daydream
very
is.
soon.
But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
I hope we don't see Child in the next region too. Yeah, I could use a break from Child, in all seriousness. I mean, I get why he's such a pivotal character because obviously he's a harbinger. He's from Snezhnaya. We haven't even gotten to Snezhnaya yet, so obviously it's kind of building up to more like he's a major thread in the story. But like
so,
I could
dear guests,
I could do without him for a while, honestly.
To what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just,
wanted to learn more about you.
we're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
Is that so?
Oh, is
Introductions have
Regrader one
already
of
been
the
made,
Fatuis?
have
Is
they
that one of their nicknames? No, right?
Well, you see, there's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like...
I'm scared to Google it because I don't want to get like
Good
leaked
question.
stuff, you know? I'm
I'd
scared to
also like
Google
to
it,
know.
so we'll just
The
hang on
fact
to that
you
one
have
for a
to
while.
ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling
Is
you the
Regrader
answer
one
to
of
that
the
question would only serve to
Oh,
undermine its
Pantalone.
success.
Okay, Dark
And we
Baiju. Yeah,
can't
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
that.
Okay,
Now can we?
the rich one.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve
Already?
at home.
We didn't even get to.
Wait, don't go!
Oh yeah, I thought we were trying to keep her busy, right? If the Knave leaves right now, she's sure to run into Linny and Clervy. Yeah, we have to keep her busy. Should I release the bird Linny gave to us? No, we should try to get her talking about something else first.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this.
Do you think Child is like helping us too?
And they all
a little
seem like
bit?
really good kids.
I feel like
They
Child
actually
is
reminded
in on
me of
this
Tonya and
somehow.
Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I
Mm,
betray them?
Threat.
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
Oh shit.
At least, that's what I heard.
Wait, really? Holy shit. It's getting deep, chat.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster.
Oh yeah, okay, the rooster is one of them as well. Which one's the rooster, chat? Wait. Which one's the rooster? Is that
Wait,
God damn it, that went too
Did you really-
fast.
do something bad to those kids?
Oh shit. Which one's the rooster, chat? I forget. Pulcinella. That's the penguin-looking one, right? Yeah, Pulcinella. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Got it. Thank you. Thanks,
Never
chat.
mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much.
He's like
Just some
third,
stuff
isn't
about
he?
you
Third?
taking out many other
I think he's,
members
like,
of the House of
third.
the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
Maybe. No, Columbina's
I
third.
see.
Columbina's third.
on your
He's
reaction,
fifth. Yeah, after the
I'm
Knave.
guessing
That's
it's
right.
all
Okay.
a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
Fifth. Yeah. Okay.
Although it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Mm.
Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Oh wait.
Huh?
Really?
You're not actually from
Wait, is that?
But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Oh, that's
I was
crazy.
trying to protect the children.
Wait,
born
she's
in
not from
Fontaine.
Fontaine?
Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to
That actually kind of
operate.
gave me chills
People
a little
would
bit.
hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth.
Well, yeah, of course.
You wanted extra information, didn't you?
Oh
There you
shit,
go.
that's kind of crazy,
I hope
actually.
that satisfied your curiosity.
That's actually kind of crazy. So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subject. It seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, she can't dolphin dive, huh? We'll have to test that out.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them.
Weird.
Apologies.
Oh, I
Looks
didn't.
like I was holding
I guess
on
I
to some
didn't notice
prejudices
that.
myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me.
It kind of feels like Child is trying to help us stall her. It really feels that way.
That's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
Yeah.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is my life. My life mantra right here. This is my life mantra. This is why you don't have kids, chat. This is why you don't have kids. Having a lot of family around means dealing with considerable amounts of bickering and skeet. This is why.
Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
The drama. The absolute drama.
I get the picture.
Wait, the drama. Oh my god. That's like, what was that? Oh my god.
Well, would you look at the time?
42 different colors? Jesus Christ.
Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next.
He's like,
next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time.
It's like a parent's worst nightmare.
Again.
My daughter got a tattoo?
This is the conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
Bye, child. Don't come back. Please don't come back till Shneznaya. I don't want to see your face again. Please, just stay away. Please, just stay away.
Oh.
At least let us get through Natlin. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you, just stay away.
Well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
She's so nice, chat.
Keep her distracted until nightfall.
She's so nice.
You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
She's so nice, chat. This couldn't possibly turn ominous in any sort of capacity, right? There's no way any of this could go wrong. It's just we have the perfect plan. It's all gonna work out in the end. There's nothing afoot. Nothing afoot whatsoever. All right, the scheming. I see the scheming.
Winnie, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
Oh. Well, okay, ghost rules. We've established this.
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Wait, chat, are we gonna do like a little mini game where we have to like make shadows and like help her across things? Oh, that would be kind of cool if that's what we're doing.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching.
Wait, we have to create like shadow bridges.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No,
she's a vampire.
Your wish if that were the case.
Show me her teeth.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, how do you push her? You can't touch her, right?
Oh, true.
I pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here.
Or just wait till nighttime.
How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
Is this all the intel she got for
Each
us,
take
I
a
assume?
section. Here.
La Pouillade, Landois, Chambert.
Or is this like an old, like, roster listing? Oh, execution list. Oh my god. Horaire, Landois, La Pouillade, Jambel. It's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. Got the scar across the nose. Is that what that is? That's kind of cute. Horaire.
Oh, yikes. That Aurere guy has a huge scar on his face.
Yeah, there you go.
He's kind of giving Paimon the creeps.
Scars are sexy. What are you
I've met
talking
him
about?
before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Why?
Did he
Scars
say
are
anything
sexy. What are we even talking about here?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in.
Horaire,
said no,
I
and
will.
that's where our
I will be your
conversation
lover.
was only later
It's
that I
all
learned
good.
he
I will be your
did
lover,
have someone he
Horaire.
liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well,
Oh shit!
I never saw him again after that.
Wait,
Yikes!
so that
Big
means-
yikes!
the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave,
Ooh.
pay with your life.
Oh boy. Solemn atmosphere descends over the
Her
group. Why
name's
does that
not
go away
here,
so
huh?
fast? I don't understand. I know it's the
Well,
autoplay,
that's
but
not
it's so
too
annoying.
surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out?
That's a lot of pages for an
Fremine.
execution list.
Sorry.
How many people got
was thinking
executed?
about
Jesus
something.
Christ. I'm assuming it's just like a roster
I
list.
managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Mhm.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their,
That's one way of putting it.
seemed to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected,
Well, yeah, one of them's
actually.
interested in strangling
Father brought us
pets.
all
Jesus
here,
Christ.
shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for.
That checks out.
Certain members
Makes
get
sense.
older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision.
I wonder
They're
if Linny,
proud to be
Fremine,
part of
and
the
Lynette
Fatui.
feel that way.
Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
They're curious.
These
It
kinds
almost
of
seemed like it had an
conflicts have
undertone. Like
always
maybe.
been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for
Ooh.
sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
Oh, okay.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly.
Is she like sowing
But I
dissent
wouldn't be
amongst
surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house. and how deep it runs.
Ooh, the
She's told me about it
darkness.
before. Experiments being run on children.
Holy shit.
People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed
That's
all
a big
that
yikes.
without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
It could be like, I mean,
This
we
is
don't
all
know what
because of
time
Project
frame the
Stuja,
ghost is
isn't
from.
it?
It could be something from the past, right?
Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either.
Stuja. Sounds Russian.
I only know what
Almost like
Father has told us,
Snezhnaya,
which is
too.
that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Hmm.
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but
Interesting.
isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding.
Interesting.
It's just
okay.
that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big, but given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. I should keep a sharp eye out during any future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Super complicated
I think that's
topics of
foreshadowing,
business
probably,
aside,
right?
What does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some
Ooh, I
rest.
wonder where this is going.
We'll
This is
try
kind
again
of
first thing
crazy.
tomorrow.
Are we
Jeanette,
going to
you stick
confront
with
the
me this time.
others?
Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
It kind of feels like the ghost is like,
Good work
Clairvy
today,
is
everyone.
like trying
Have
to
a
get
good
everyone to
night, and
fight with each
I'll see you
other
tomorrow.
somehow. I wonder if Clairvy's, like, my guess is, my intuition tells me that Clairvy's like from the past or something. Like, maybe he's talking about the House of the Hearth in a different context from the past, and like is conveying information as if it was current, but it's not. It's
I was
past
looking forward to an
information.
early night, but she can't sleep at all.
That's like my hunch, but I don't know
You
how
don't think
how that's
Knave
gonna
will be
come
too
to
angry
pass.
with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Paimon's definitely different. Like 100% something is different. I fully feel that in my bones.
Well, in that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can.
I do like the direction. If she's indeed different, if it's not just like me not noticing it. Yeah, was that Clairvy? Oh, I thought that was just a random girl. I was like, wait, what? Oh wait, that is Clairvy. I'm like, why is a random girl just running across the screen? This doesn't make any sense, but okay. Where do I go? Up here? We're gonna go in style, one-winged.
Over there!
Oh, Oh, is that her? Yeah, it is her. Wait, Chechi just disappeared. I guess she is a ghost after all. Man, why does that move take stamina? That's so annoying. They should have made that ability not take stamina for, like, Arlecchino's charge attack. Chat, where does she go? Up?
Skyward! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
So I guess at night she can go anywhere, right? Because there's no sun.
More than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although...
This kid gives me the creeps, I gotta be
I
honest.
think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this
God.
family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor. Experimented
shit.
on.
Wait.
A fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again. And I've had enough.
Oh
You're
no.
The Knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary.
See, is she talking about our Knave or the past Knave? This is what...
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
She's never,
Everyone
like,
thinks she's a good
explicitly
person.
stated it.
They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
And that's why these two aren't on the roster, because the roster
Where's
only
that
goes back
name again?
5 years. They're
Also,
from before
Paimon's
that.
getting a strange feeling.
That's why, I think. That's my hunch.
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
I'm not sure either.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look
The
at
window?
The moon. Isn't it pretty?
You're outdoors, girly.
Wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't
Oh,
find
this Perry character.
I'm worried she's all soup and... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot.
Yeah, and she keeps calling her mother, so like that's obvious.
I
It's
should really
just
go talk to Mother.
it definitely
We
feels like
just
it's a different
fought.
person.
She doesn't want to see me. And I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Perry seems to come back to herself. She gives a weak smile and leaves.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like my hypothesis is fleshing out pretty well. I feel like I've
All right,
kind of
looks
got a
like we're all
handle on
here.
it.
Let's go ahead with the plan.
We'll have to see what unfolds.
What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked
What makes you
together?
ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the
No,
doctor
she
back
said
in Sumeru.
mother.
He's super dangerous. And he's done all sorts
She
of
said
bad things.
mother. She didn't say
It's possible
father.
that Father and the doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a harbinger, the doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father
Okay.
rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants.
Father's trying to join my
That
world.
doesn't seem to be the case with the
She's
situation
coming
with
after
Clairvy,
us, chat! She's coming for
I
us!
know you don't agree with some of the Fatoui's methods.
Oh, no.
And I'm not asking you to.
Oh no, she's
But
trying to get
I
in!
am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles.
Oh,
There
not
are
that.
certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Reject! Reject!
That's good to hear at least.
I know, I need to blog co-op. Yeah.
Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the doctor work together to do something.
The problem is
for
I
the
use it
world.
every day for farming,
If
so it's like I
turned
have
out
to
be
remember to
true,
block
Carmen
it and
doesn't know
unblock
how
it.
he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her.
Dude, she
Lynette,
really loves
you're with
that
me.
beach.
Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Okay, let's do this before that happens again. Reject for now. All right, where are we off to? We're going back to the beach. We just like what? Does she just live on this beach? Like, what is going on? Just like, oh, I just hang out here all the time. Like, I have nothing better to do. I'm just out on the beach. This is literally gonna be me in Hawaii in a month. My Hawaii trip is in a month. I'm just gonna be beach, 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 beach. There's nothing going on here, Chad. It's just likes to hang out on the beach. Is that so wrong?
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
She just slept on the beach, I guess.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
See? Chat, am I good or what? I saw it, chat. I saw it. I knew it, and she knew it too. She knew it too. I could tell, because it was always like Traveler was going, we have to keep her busy. She can't go back. She'll find out what Linny and the others are doing. And then Child would start talking, and it was like, wait, we're not even doing anything about it. Child is the one doing everything. So it definitely had that vibe where it was like, something's going on. Child knows what's going on, and he's in on it. Something is happening.
Distract you? A good one. But, no,
Caught.
we were just
Busted.
here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No
Yikes.
matter. If you don't have any other plans,
She's definitely
why
perceptive.
don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Chad, she knows.
should
She
believe
knows. Chad, she definitely knows that. That word choice was
Children always
100% intentional.
intentional. Grown-ups, but
She
nothing
knows,
gets past
Chad.
me. Least of
She
all a little
knows.
scheming. I think I'll
She
let them have
knows,
at it for
chat.
a little longer. I can be very patient. Well,
Oh my
I'll leave you to
god.
think things over.
That's
If you're so
really
inclined, meet me
ominous.
outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along, if only for your friends' sakes.
Oh my god. This does not bode well.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
We should release the pigeon that Linny gave us. Release the pigeon!
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well,
Oh
we
my
should
god.
probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based
That
on
pigeon
what
is
Knave
cooked.
was saying just now, it sure didn't
The pigeon
seem
is
like it'd be
cooked,
anything
let me
good.
tell you that. Arlecchino's gonna catch it mid-flight. I know it.
Okay,
Alright,
then
what's
we
going
probably
on?
shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
The palace, where is that again? Follow Knave to the court of Fontaine. Okay, so it's just the court of Fontaine. It's this one, right? It's where the, yeah, okay, it's where the courtroom is and all that. No, wait, that's the opera there. That's, okay, yeah, got it. We're good.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while
Yeah,
we
Nubilet's
wait.
office, yeah, that's right.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Probably a sweet madame already. Yeah, we
I
cooked
assume
that
you're
chicken.
referring to
I
Lenny,
cooked the
Lynette,
pigeon.
and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not
I
one to
definitely think the
discriminate.
ghost child
All those who
is
betray
part
the
of
house meet
that.
the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
Holy shit.
Don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before
Chat, this is going to be the
one
last
destined
Linny
for
banner. Linny's no
The House
longer
of the
going to
Hearth is
exist after
hardly
this,
an
so get
exception.
Linny now while you
Could say
can.
our principles are more stringent than most.
Get Linny now
Perhaps
while
I
you
can
can,
offer you
chat.
this
Hurry up.
consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Jesus.
But
She's going to go ham on
that's
all of
awful.
them.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvine in time, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case,
Damn,
I
she
could
really
hardly
does know
punish them
everything.
For something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable, and the punishment will be severe.
Their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. So it's hinged on whether they
Of course.
succeed or not?
Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
Oh,
Do
I told you!
try
I
and
told you she got
this
it!
time.
She
Considerable
cooked
amount of
it!
time to train a bird like this.
Chat, did I call that or what?
If you were to lose
Oh
it.
my god, I am so good at this.
wait, where did you get that?
I totally called that. I knew
I'm afraid
it.
that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at
I'm-
hand.
Chat,
I
with
asked
cookies.
you
I
to meet me
swear,
here
chat.
because I
I
have
swear I
business
have
at the
not
Palais
seen this. I don't know. I
It has nothing to
swear.
do with
I
you,
swear. I'm
but I
calling the
think it would
shots
be prudent for you
blindly.
to stick by my side for the time being. There will always
Damn, I'm
be
so
time
good.
later
I'm
to run
a
off and tell
literal
Linny
god.
what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
I am a literal god. Chat, did I tell you that I work for Hoyo and that I am the story manager at Hoyoverse for Genshin Impact. Did you know that, chat? That's me. I bet you didn't know that factoid about me, but that's, yeah, I write the stories at Hoyo for Genshin Impact. All right, so why is she going to Nouvellettes? Let's see here. Wait, why does it? Okay, Nouvellette behind the desk looked like he was wearing shorts. It was freaking me out. It looked like he was, because you could only see below the crotch. You couldn't see him below the crotch. It was funny. It looked like he was wearing shorts or something. I don't know. It was weird.
With an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level
What
of
is
respect.
going on with Nouvellette
Although,
here?
if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Right. Nouvellette looks a little red here. Like he has a little bit of a sunburn. Is that just me, chat? He looks so red. Wait, see, he must be a fast
I
reader.
understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
Nouvellette speed reader extraordinaire.
Tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
I mean, kind of.
Your
I did
words
kind
paint an
of. I kind of get
optimistic
what she's
picture
getting at.
indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
Yeah, what is she exactly asking
If
for?
you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
Jeez.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed.
She's so, like...
I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
She's so, like, headstrong and, like, she just chooses the right words at the right time to convey. And it's just so menacing and bizarre, right? Can we talk to Nouvelette here?
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state.
Yeah.
Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being.
She's like
or whether
stoic,
it's
you
an
know?
incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual.
It's like she's always in control of
expect
how
an
she
explanation as
feels
to
and
why
like
you
what
two were
she's
by her side.
what she wants to say
Whatever
and what she
yours,
wants to
I
withhold
would
from
only advise you
saying.
to take caution.
Like, I find a lot of time when I talk to people, like, sometimes I say too much, or I'm trying to think of what I want to say or what I want to do, and, like, I'm not, like, always fully in control of how I come across or how, like, what exactly I want to say, especially if I'm, like, have to give a presentation or do something important, whether it was for school or for work or something. You, like, it's hard to be, like, in full control of everything you're saying and doing and making sure you're saying things precisely as you want to say them and coming across as confident and in control of your emotions. But she seems to be really good at that. Really, really good at that.
So, what
Couldn't be
exactly
me.
were you talking about back there?
Could not be me.
Paimon only heard you mention some
I'm a
rivers,
rambler.
a large
I
body
will
of
ramble.
water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your ticket cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Ooh. The Knave may seem relaxed, but she doesn't seem to be joking earlier when she said, "Those who betray the organization must pay with their lives." I think she's serious about punishing those kids. How should we stop her? No, there's something else we should figure out first. What is that? What could that be? While we were talking in front of the Palais Memonia, she mentioned Clairvy's name. Does that mean she knew where Clairvy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Linny and the others were going to act. Do you think she integrated it into her plan? What's happening? What's happening? Watch where you're going!
Shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was
Is this
going.
intentional, chat? Did someone set this guy up to, like, distract us?
Well, let
I
me
don't
make
trust
it up to
it.
you at least.
I
Here,
don't
take
trust
this
it.
paper. On the house.
Or he's hinting us. He's giving us a hint, maybe. It's the scar.
don't have to give
Chatty
us
has a
anything.
scar! Chatty has a scar!
Too. It's not like I'm short on supplies.
He's got a scar!
All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway.
Is it our boy?
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to
Horaire?
bring home some extra Mora for
Is
the
it our
family.
boy Horaire?
Bit
Did
off
he
more than I
did he
could
change
chew.
his identity?
I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still
Okay, maybe I'm
swimming
cooking
in
a little too
papers.
hard right now.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
The only reason I notice the
Hold on.
scar is because it's so goddamn sexy.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Does she know? Does she know?
Oh,
And am I cooking
Thank you
too
for your
hard?
patronage. May the Archons bless you with good
Am I
fortune.
cooking too hard,
If only I
chat?
had the chance to run into such generous customers every day.
Is he wearing a wig?
I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not
Newsboy?
get ahead of myself.
Why did I say newsboy?
Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye.
Newsboy.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading.
He just tipped us off. I think that's what just happened. We just got tipped off. Whatever's on that paper is important.
Why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Looks like Paimon's trying to buy us some more time. If we head back now, I doubt Linny and the others. God damn it! I can never click it fast enough.
Return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
Oh, she most definitely is.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Are you? Wait! Oh, trust me, I have talent to do bad things. Trust me. Trust and believe. We have plenty of talent to do some pretty bad things. Just don't even question that.
Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay. Sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
We accept your condition.
We have a deal. Follow me.
This is getting interesting, chat. This is getting very, very interesting. I'm curious, how far into this are we? Character, travelogue, story quests. Usually the story quests have 3 or 4 of these, so it looks like we've gone through 3. So maybe there's probably one last one would be my guess, because most of them have, like, Chiori's had 3, Navia's had 3, Fiorina's had 3. I mean, they're pretty set on having 3, right? Each time. Nouvelette's had 3. Linny's had 4. Ivan, thank you for the 10 months. I didn't expect to stack so long. I mean, you meant to stay so long. Thank you, Zed, for being a fun streamer. And also, Zed, you made Arlie special food. I did make Arlie special food. I posted it in Discord the other day. Actually, last night. I made it last night. It's actually really cool, chat. If you guys haven't seen it, they did a really good job with it. I'd have to find it. It's probably in the... oh, you know what? I can find it in the archive. It's in here somewhere under materials, I think? Recipes? Yeah, I should know this like the back of my hand. Yes, this one right here. Isn't this so cool? I think they did a really good job with this. Hearth Fires Trial. Look at the red X across the food. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. The recipe is sold by Arrouet, so all you have to do is go to Arrouet here by the Café Lutis, and that will get you there. Oh, you're gonna make us walk all that... Chat, look where we're going. Look where we're going. There's nothing at all suspicious about this, is there, chat? Nothing at all suspicious about this whatsoever.
The world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Chat, I think it's about to culminate.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Of course, they have to make it super far from any freaking waypoint. This is why this is my new...
The area ahead of us later.
Excuse me, Paimon? Excuse me? It's... How is that? How can I not cross that threshold? Look at the mini-map. It's literally right in front of me. It's literally right in front of me. Are you fucking kidding me, Paimon? Are you joking? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Jesus Christ. Well, maybe don't put the story quest right next to the border. How about that? How about that?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's
that is not
C6
Jianyun, unfortunately. It is a C...
Nor does anyone care about
C2, I think. I forget what my constellation for Jianyun. It's definitely C1 at least.
This does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you.
Oh shit, chat things are about to get
became
real.
A harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth.
Before she became a harbinger?
I first killed Clairvy and then her mother.
Holy shit, chat! Chat! I knew it. Clairvy's from the past. She killed Clairvy and then her mother. That's the former Knave, I'm assuming. Damn, I am so good at this. I am fucking insane. I always call it.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Oh shit.
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first.
I'm cooking so hard right now.
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina,
oh my god, I've got
to
chills.
live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Wait, chat. Is it possible? Is it possible that the House of the Hearth wasn't like a cutthroat agency before Arlecchino came to it? Is that possible? I might be cooking way too hard here. Is it possible that no, right? No, because in the cutscenes they fought hard. Like she was clearly like a warrior.
Crucibina was the Knave at that time.
I think I'm cooking a little too hard there.
The House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
Oh shit! So she was her actual daughter. Not just an adopted daughter.
But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all.
Okay,
it was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. So they were being trained.
From all over Teyvat.
They were being trained. Okay. For some reason I thought maybe there was a chance that they were just an ordinary
on the person in charge.
And then, like, Arlecchino just went ham or something?
She would teach the children to fight.
Okay, she was evil. Okay.
Each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Oh, shit.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
Oh shit, is this the experimenting? Oh my god. Yikes.
Sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Oh shit. So she was evil.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter.
Oh, yeah,
She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created.
I mean, Clairvy was young. She doesn't look like a fighter at that age.
Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Peruere. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Peruere. Was that wasn't the name that Clairvy was saying she was looking for. I thought that was a different P name, like Perry or something. It was but it's a nickname. Perry is short. It's like short for Peruere. It's like a nickname. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Chat, it's right here. It says it Perry right here. Okay.
The friend that Clarevy mentioned?
I did come to that conclusion on my own, chat, I swear. Even though it says it was right there, I swear. I swear it was cooking.
Clarevy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade.
She's
Yet,
Perry.
It was also this cold-bloodedness that
She's
prevented her from
Perry.
acting against it. At least at first. While Clarevy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it.
She's Perry. Oh my god,
Despite
of course.
their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clarevy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed.
Peruere.
There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clarevy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing
So she's
that kept
Perry.
her going
Okay, that
was her
makes
strength
sense.
of
That makes
will.
sense. That makes
Even
sense.
with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
We're gonna have to rewatch the animated video when this is
happened?
over, because I'm curious.
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of
Oh.
things. 10 years had passed. 10
Okay.
years
So she
worth
does
of
get
failure
older.
after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever.
For some reason, I thought because the ghost was a child, that was probably when the ghost died. But I guess that's not the case. She did grow up to be a teenager. And then her ghost is just the child version of herself, but it's not. She didn't die as a child, so that
It was during this time
that makes sense.
Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clarevy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clarevy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clarevy still thought of Crucibina as her mother.
Yeah.
Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
Even if
she
she's a
couldn't
monster?
escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Death? Oh my god. I mean, if she can get Perry to do it instead.
Precisely. Death was the only way that
Dude,
she
that's
felt she could be free.
crazy.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere.
Oh, how sad.
The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clarevy decided to let Peruere end.
Oh, how sad. But it was willingly though, sort of.
Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally
to kill
came
her
and
friend.
washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success.
Jesus Christ.
It was the very result she had predicted 10 years
Ooh,
before.
get the shivers, Chad.
Even
That's
then,
crazy.
She believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness.
So she killed all the other
She was
children
unsettled.
to get to the top,
And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation.
killing Mother.
Perhaps you two would
Killing
like to
Mother.
take a guess as to what it was.
Matricide. Oh
Perseverance.
no.
But
I hope we get to see that
Correct.
fight.
This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to
Oh,
kill the
shit.
mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name.
Arlecchino. Dun, dun,
So the
dun!
Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along.
Come on, Paimon, catch up. I figured this out
Arlecchino is just a name
3
you
minutes
got
ago.
later.
You're just now realizing it?
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crispina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego
Paimon,
the
catch
title
up.
she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And
Nice.
that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
The Clairvy we met, though, who is she exactly?
Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
Well, like a spirit of her,
I suppose you could
her
call
younger
her
self.
an illusion born of flame. Her
Yeah.
existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Jesus.
The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special
So when she killed her, she basically, like, bore
Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder
Crazy.
Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way.
Well, yeah, she was like born out of
Clairvy is someone
born out of
trapped in
trauma.
time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children.
Because I wonder how long
saved
ago
some
that
of their
was. It probably
lives.
was like 10 or 20 years ago, I'm
Other
assuming.
times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Yeah, so she's like living in
Your
that
attempts
time
to
where...
expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved.
Wait!
I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left
Jesus
behind this
Christ.
time.
Can she kill a spirit like that?
Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way?
I mean, you're not really killing her. She's not alive.
Friend, at least talk to her first.
Jesus. She wants blood.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well.
Oh my
She's had
god.
quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
She doesn't take shit from nobody.
Is this really what you want to do?
Okay, you know when Traveler's talking, something big
Whatever
is
could you
happening.
mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
You know when Traveler's talking shit's about to get super real.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
Oh, shit.
I believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
It's about to get insane.
Here they are, Father.
You gonna execute him? Saying something like that would actually be a first.
This kid is a fucking psycho. He's like, are you gonna execute him? Like, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry. I heard about how you
Chill,
helped buy
bro,
us more
chill.
time. I still failed.
Like a
I
little
couldn't find a
Hannibal
way to fulfill
Lecter.
her wish.
Huh?
Oh no, Clary's there too.
Harry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Oh my god.
Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
Oh my god.
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished.
Oh my god, Jennifer
Overall,
chills.
however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now,
I've
the
literally
more
got
pressing
goosebumps right now.
concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Oh, not the kid. No, not little
Yes,
Hannibal.
Father.
Not little Hannibal.
Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
Dude, this kid is a rat.
I did not!
Squash the rat.
You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
I wouldn't believe
Not
a
like
word
I'm the
that
only
kid
one who
says.
heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as excuse to
Squash the
question
rat.
Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial.
Oh, this
We
kid.
don't want you to die. You're our family.
I just want to strangle you.
Liar.
That's all I
You
want is
wouldn't
to
be
strangle
doing
you.
this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial.
Damn, she looks like really concerned. They did a really good job showing the
It's not like
emotion
it's
in
never
her
happened
face there.
before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really
Bro,
crossed
this
the line.
kid is just
You've been
deranged.
spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Dude, I love how he has his back turned to her.
Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I wonder
who did the poisoning, chat. Do we know any little girlies
cost me my life,
who are into poisoning?
Rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple.
I feel like the kids.
Consequences.
Maybe I'm cooking too much
Sheplo.
with this too, but it kind of feels like the kids are behind it, sorta.
I'm sorry.
What
Father.
if the kids are ghosts too? Wait, chat, am I cooking too hard right now?
Accept our punishment.
What if the two kids are ghosts too? Just like Clairvy. Is that possible? Am I cooking too hard with this? Maybe I'm cooking too hard. I don't know. We'll see.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
I mean, they do seem remorseful to some degree. Look, Lenny's really got a tear in his eye. No, I'm
Something
sorry.
you want to say,
Stupid.
Lenny. Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers.
Damn, Lenny's really spilling here.
This. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please reconsider.
Lenny is spilling.
Father, please.
Of course they agree. They're in trouble. They broke the rules. No, but...
I also agree with Lenny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded.
I don't think she's gonna buy it.
However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons.
Oh, shit.
And face me.
Oh, no!
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
Is she gonna fight them all at once?
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Okay, okay.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
Okay, so he's showing some, like... I mean, he's showing some compassion, sort of. Like, in his weird Hannibal Lecter way. I'd say not compassion, but concern, at the very least. Here we go. Chat, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the Knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really going to be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Is executing them really what she wants? Yeah, maybe she's got some kind of plan behind it. Maybe this is like what she anticipated to happen.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Okay, here we go. We're cooking.
Anger
We're
makes you
cooking.
impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never actually answered my question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it? Does it?
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
Maybe she is, though. Is she? Does she want to die? There's no way the Knave will lose on purpose, although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
Okay. So because we're there...
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
So she wants us to help them defeat her. Is that's the through line I'm picking up.
Where are you going?
Traveler?
Look at the sword he's got! Look at his sword is so freaking... Why does he just have like a 1-star sword at this point? His sword is so like unimpressive. What is that? This just looks like the most rinky-dink toy sword I've ever seen. Is that like we've gone through 5 regions and we still have like a 2-star sword, like a dull blade? What is going on with that? We couldn't find an upgrade at any point. It's so rinky-dink.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this.
Let me get out
Keep
my
a
little
firm
toothpick
grasp
and I'll
on your
attack you.
weapon,
Yeah,
and
my
give it your
toothpick.
all.
Oh shit.
And
Okay, here we go.
less. And you may just lose your life.
Oh shit. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay, I was confused for a second because I'm Arlecchino. Okay, wait, we just fight her just now?
Closer now.
This is order.
You think they'd at least let me pick my team?
And these rising flames.
Oh god, she went up in the air. That's not fair! She went up in the air! I didn't mark her.
Laid bare.
Which means now I have no health.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall...
At least we brought Zhongli.
Longer than I expected.
Wait, are they out there? Oh god, the family is out there. Wait, are Linny, Lynette, and... Chat, what are these, by the way? Chat, what are these, by the way? These are so weird. Wait, is Linny and Lynette and Fremine out here too? No, I don't see them. Weird. Okay.
With these rising flames.
Gather.
Watch out for blood.
I get the feeling like she wants us to beat her. Like she wants to lose, right?
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Let's save our burst for the next phase. I'm sure there's going to be the other phases, right?
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Here we go. I mean, we've seen this part already. Let's go. God, she's so fucking badass. Yeah, it seemed like there were attacks hitting her besides mine, but I didn't actually see Linny and Lynette out there. Cinder of Two Worlds Flames. Let's go. Holy shit.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Okay, watch out for Father's movements, look out. But they're not out here anywhere. They're just talking. Where are they fighting from? It'd be cool if they were, like, out there fighting. But they're not.
Stray clouds converge!
Now's our chance!
Over here!
Oh, okay, alright, I see that.
Here comes the catch.
I just wish they were on the battlefield with me. That would have been really cool.
It's only the beginning.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. I thought I couldn't damage her anymore. That's why I kind of stopped. I guess you can. Wait, did my? Okay. Here we go. Okay, this is different. All right, this is new. Holy shit. Let's go! Holy fuck. Okay, Linny's arrows. Nice. So they're just like attacking her from the sideline. Fremine! Holy shit, Fremine. Dude, Fremine's a literal god. Holy fuck.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Bro, Fremine is the true Cryo Archon. Confirmed. Fremine, the Cryo Archon, or what? No! All his cards! No! 52 card pickup!
I'm sorry, Father!
Holy shit.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
She ain't playing. Dullblade, go! Dullblade, go! Dude, she's so fucking badass. Dude, what the fuck? She's got him. Holy shit. Is she gonna kill all of them?
Father, no!
Oh shit, Dullblade is so good. I think I'm gonna switch my Traveler to a Dullblade. It's clearly...
You're stronger than I expected.
Clearly the best weapon in the game. Oh, that was actually kind of cool. Wait, here we go, here we go, here we go. All right.
A crimson moon?
Where are we?
I can't move.
What just happened?
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Where were we? What was that? The Crimson Moon.
I believe we can end things here.
Okay.
It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all.
Weird.
We wouldn't want
Okay.
things to get too out of hand.
Did she want...
Are you all right?
Did she want us to be there so that she didn't have to go full out? Like, she'd have an excuse to not take it too far? I think that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. She wanted Traveler to be there so that it was like, okay, we don't need to take this all the way. You know, we've proved our point. We've made our lesson clear. We've disciplined them enough. But that's it. We don't need to go further than that.
I am the victor of this duel, as agreed. The
Oh shit, maybe not.
stands.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe not.
I never thought things would end.
Oh my
like
god.
this.
All right. Okay.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body.
Oh my god.
No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Holy
if
shit.
you can withstand the pain. when you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
Wait. She's basically giving them what they want. And she's framing it as a punishment. Because they don't want to be in the House of the Hearth anymore. They want to be free from it. She's basically wandering them. Wandering them. Like, making so they can start a new life. So she's framing it as a punishment. And then, yeah, obviously there's all the pain that comes with it, though, too. But still. Interesting. That's so interesting.
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house and give you a new identity.
She's wandering them. This is like basically Wanderer's story, kind of. Wait, hold on. I want to read this. So that means the young man that I thought looked familiar, the one selling newspapers outside the Palais Mermonia, he must have been the same Horaire. Did we call that or what? We saw on the list of executions he wasn't killed at all. He was... Oh, shit! Oh, she did the same thing to them. She did the same thing to them so that they could escape. They weren't executed. They were given new lives. She let them escape. Chat, this is actually kind of making her like a softie in a way. Is Arlecchino a secret softie? She's a secret softie.
Mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Like, makes you into a new person. No, if my understanding of the Knave is right, she really thinks of that as killing him. The Horaire that lived in the House of the Hearth is dead. The one that remains is simply a normal person living his life with his beloved. That's so interesting. Wow. Even so, it's much better than actually ending their lives. Well, yeah, for them, for sure. Zed, now do you get the news guy's name? Wait, Horaire? News guy. News guy? Am I missing something there? News guy? Horaire. News guy. Horaire becomes news guy. Huh. I don't know. I'm not picking up on anything.
You're just letting us go, Father?
New guy? Is it new guy? As in, like, he changes into a new guy?
You misunderstand.
Is that part of? Is that supposed to be? That's kind of weird.
By flame, the version of
he's a new guy.
Will die, and our secrets will die with you.
So well, his name was Horaire.
I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
News guy is a new guy.
You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes. Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar, take them back to Poisson.
Someone needs to use the potion on that little Hannibal kid, though. He needs to forget everything. He needs to be wiped clean. Use the potion on the kid. He's the one who really needs it.
The next time we meet, I will no longer
use the potion on him. He needs a clean slate.
I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Oh, this is really sweet, though. This is kind of touching. I did not expect it to go in this direction. I thought they were going to kill her. I thought something like that was going to happen.
Father,
Let's go.
It's so weird because it's like she's kind of disappointed, but like still giving them what they want. You know, it's kind of interesting in that sense.
Grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Don't touch that kid! Don't touch him! Here, let me get my little fingers around your neck. I'll lead you back. Wait, she didn't even try to kill Clarevy. I thought that was the whole point. Yeah, what's gonna happen with Clarevy?
Can we talk now?
Maybe she'll finally be able to rest.
Long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming?
Okay, she's understanding.
What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clarevy.
Oh, God.
That's what happened.
Has no one actually tried to tell her before? Like, really?
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's not speechless.
I mean, I know they said that, like, she would forget. Like, they might tell her and then she just won't remember. Because she's a ghost. Like, they just can't hold on to, like, the things that you tell them very often. But has no one even tried to tell her who she really is?
Oh. Okay, then.
Damn, she digested that quick.
That's it? You accept it just like
she's like, all right, I'm dead, fine.
That's what Perry says happened.
Jesus Christ.
I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
The maturity level.
I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
Oh, she doesn't know that she's the one who did it.
Defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors.
Yikes.
Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
Jesus, that's
I never
dark.
imagined I would say something like that.
That's so
I
dark.
must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past.
It would make sense that she wouldn't want to inflict the same... Like, Crucibina was like ruthless, right? And it makes sense that she wouldn't want, like, her friend didn't have the freedom to choose to live her own life. She basically had to die because she thought that was the only way that she could escape. So it makes sense that she wouldn't want to put her version of the organization into that similar situation where they all feel hopeless and want to, like, they have no choice. So that it's interesting to kind of weave that thread through where she saw what her friend went through and then decided to take a different course of action in her leadership. So that's actually kind of really interesting to me.
I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
Interesting.
Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Have we ever?
Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
I'm kind of busy right now. I've got things to do.
All over the place. We've got so many stories.
We've got to get to Natlin. There's just I feel like we're kind of busy right now. I don't know. I don't know. We're kind of busy right now. I kind of gotta go. I kind of have things to do. All right.
I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
The nation of contracts.
That's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Keep your head up. Electro Nation of Eternity.
You mentioned. What do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without...
Ain't no way Ito got his way even in here. Yeah, you're right. Bro's everywhere. This must be an event. If it's an event, then Ito's definitely here.
Super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly.
Oh my god.
To Detective Paimon, of course.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
I'm just glad I didn't have to do one of those bubble things where you, like, connect all the dots together. I'm really glad they didn't make me do that.
And
she seems really happy, like all her troubles have been forgotten. Aww, that's sweet. I assume she's gonna, like, disappear now. Like, it seems like her story's kind of coming to a close.
To learn or grow.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, yeah.
Encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
She's not gonna remember any of this. That's so sad. It's kind of tragic. Oh. Maybe if she's in the sun, she's forced to be in the sun though, she'll get to rest, maybe?
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
Wait, really? No.
I almost forgot.
That would be too...
For me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel.
Aww. How sad.
Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Freedom for her doesn't mean the same thing as freedom for everyone else.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Kind of sad.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Good sentiment to have, for
Father?
sure.
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
Did we ever figure out why he was coughing so much?
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
I don't think we ever figured out why he was coughing, right? That was him, I think. I kind of forgot already. Someone had a thing with coughing where they were I'm assuming it was Linny.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house.
Wow.
Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
She really does have like a secret heart of gold, doesn't she? As ruthless as she can be, there's definitely a soft spot in there for sure.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong.
I mean, We did see six him. He's pretty darn strong.
Deserving of the throne is conviction
We did.
and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
I mean, that will only get you so far if you don't die first, but sure, I guess so.
Only then can a family continue to flourish.
I guess it's like a risk. You take the risk.
So I'll ask you,
reap the reward, or you pay the consequence.
Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
So I guess that Project Stuja will definitely rear its head in the future.
You need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows.
Just sick little Hannibal on them. I'm sure that'll get the job done.
At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Nice. Wait until 2 days later. So yeah, I think we established that she's like, if she is stronger than the Traveler, like we couldn't even beat her, right? So I can't even imagine what the first three Harbingers are gonna be like. We can't even beat her. Like, she literally destroyed us. Like, she could have easily defeated us, I think, if given the chance. Maybe she will help us, though. That could be the thing. Like,
Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the hotel.
Maybe she'll help us, like in the final confrontation or something. Maybe she'll help us take down the Harbingers or something. Who knows? It could be something of that nature. We might end up fighting alongside her or something crazy like that. Who knows what might end up happening? Like, the story could go in so many different directions.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief!
What about you? Are you feeling all right?
I could see her possibly, like, helping us at some point, for sure.
Unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire V gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. according to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
We bid her farewell under a blanket of
I
sunlight.
see.
I'm glad.
It's so sad,
Father
though.
came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
How? Really? Wait, what?
Wait, what? You've met the former Knave?
How?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy.
Yeah?
It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the
Oh,
Hearth.
okay. So, yeah, okay.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
So Arlecchino
When I
wasn't
joined,
the
though,
leader
The experiment
when
she
he
valued
joined.
so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files.
Jesus.
With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
Interesting.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
Well, and she clearly wanted to run the hearth in a
Foundation
different
of
way.
A family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past.
She clearly wanted to go in a different direction. She didn't want
And that's what Father told us in the end.
people to be forced to
But I
be
still
within the
thanked her for
organization if they
everything.
didn't want to.
It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit.
Jesus.
If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
It's interesting because, like, Arlecchino could have just, like, perpetuated the cycle of violence or whatever. She could have just ran the house in the same way, but she chose to go in a different direction, which is actually interesting. It's, like, kind of like breaking the cycle of like,
Father rarely brings
violence, I
up the fact
guess.
that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, I could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
yeah, because usually people who are subjugated to, like, a violent, methodology, people who are, like, trapped in either on, like, a social level or, like, just within their communities, like, when people are subjugated, usually if they climb the ranks and gain any kind of power, they will inflict the same level of subjugation on the people that they're controlling. But it seems like
course.
Arlecchino
You're welcome anytime.
didn't decide to go in that direction, which is interesting.
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
it's kind of like the whole thing where like people who are abused tend to become abusers themselves because it's the only life they know, it's the only life they understand. So like people who, you know, suffer horrible trauma to certain things when they grow up, they can inflict that same like type of trauma onto others because they really don't understand the world in a way that makes sense. So it takes a really strong will for someone to overcome that sort of subjugation to actually rise above it and be more enlightened in that way. So like, but yeah, normally it just like, it's cyclical. It happens over and over and over, and it doesn't die. So it's really kind of interesting to see that she was able to recognize the system as flawed, and when she rose to power, she didn't inflict the same level of subjugation on everyone else. She recognized that, hey, this is not the way I want to do things. I'm going to run it, you know, in this different direction, which is actually, I think that's a very interesting story, and one that like can be learned from as well. I think that's very kind of cool in my opinion.